So, hello guys and welcome back to PY Coding India Python Masterclass series. And in the today's session, we are going to learn that what are dictionaries in Python. And in the previous sessions, we have discussed that what are data structures and different type of data structures like list, tuples, etc. Okay. So if you want to watch that video, I'm going to leave the link in the I button above, right? Okay. So without any further delay, let's get started. So basically guys, before moving ahead, what is actually a dictionary, right? So dictionary is basically a type of data structure in Python which is used to store the data if it's present in a key and value pair. So for example, what do I mean by key and value pair is, for example, we have 5 students, right? They have given a particular exam and the exam was of marks, let's say 50, right? So the first student has scored 49, the other student has scored 47, and so on. So the name of the student will be the key and the marks that he or she has obtained, right? That can be the value. So how to write a dictionary and how we can make different elements in it and what are the various kind of functions that we can use in a dictionary, I'm going to show it to you right now. So guys, to learn about dictionary, let us take the example that I have told you previously, which is test of marks 50, in which various students have obtained the marks, right? So let us name our dictionary as grade. Okay, so grade is the name of our dictionary. And how to initialize a dictionary now? So to initialize a dictionary, we use the curly brackets like this, and for each element we want a key and a value pair. So suppose the first student's name is Leo and he has scored 48 marks in a test, right? So our key will be Leo and the value will be 48, right? Now just see the syntax of it, right? So first of all we have to write the key, then the colon, and then the value related to that key, right? Always remember guys, in a dictionary we can have a value which can be repeated again and again for different keys, but a key cannot be repeated again and again in a dictionary, right? So the key is unique but the value can be repetitive in a dictionary. So let us quickly add some more elements in the list. So here we have different elements in our dictionary, and as you can see, each element is separated from the other by using the comma, right? Now the basic things that we should always learn about any data structure is how we can insert an element, how we can remove an element, how we can traverse or how we can get to each of the element in a dictionary or in any data structure, right? So first of all we are going to learn that how can we traverse through any dictionary. So guys, we can use the for loop as you know, but how to get the element, right? So suppose our name of this dictionary is grade, right? Now to get value of Drake, right? If we want to get marks of Drake, right? So the key to access the value for that is Drake, right? So we have to specify that key in these square brackets, Drake. So if we just try to print it, see, we get the value 49. Similarly, if we want to get the value of any other key like Leo, so we can use the key as Leo and now we get the value 48. Okay, so let us try to implement it using a for loop. So for name in grade, right, we need to print the name and also its value, right? So we need to print the marks actually. So marks obtained. So for that we have to use the grade, and whatever value of name is, we have to print it. Okay, and to just differentiate between each value, we can just use a print again, and this can be our differentiator. So let me just explain you what we are doing in this code. So we are going to each element, right? And suppose we go to this element. So this element's name is now name, right? So what I'm trying to say is, whatever the value of the first element is, it is stored in the name variable. So the key goes to this, right? Key goes to the name variable, and this is how we can access its mark. So let us just try to run it. So as you can see, we are getting the name, marks obtained, right? Okay. So now let us quickly learn that how can we insert a value in our dictionary. Okay guys, so now to insert a value in our grade dictionary, we can use the similar function that we used previously, right? So grade, then we have to specify the key. So suppose the new student's name is George, and the marks that he has obtained is 42, right? So now we just run this and try to print the grade again. See, we have inserted the value of George. Now a different method that we can use to insert is update method, right? So suppose we make a secondary dictionary first of all, and in that we specify the name George, and he scored marks 42. And we also checked later that marks of max was actually 47, right? So we need to update the marks of max as well. So now his marks will be 47, right? So now what do we have to do? We have to use the update function. So this is how we use it: grade dot update, and then the secondary dictionary that we want to include in the primary dictionary, which is grade. So grade, so D. Okay, and then if we just try to print the grade, C, we have updated the value of max, and George is also added. So now the next thing that we need to learn is how to remove, right? So we can remove a value or a element from our grade dictionary by using the pop function or the pop item function, right? So grade.pop gives us the advantage that we can remove any key that we want, right? So suppose I want to remove Goku. Okay, so now if I run this code, see, the Goku has been removed, right? And if we use the pop item, right? So in pop item, we do not have a need to specify any key. So if we just run this code, it is actually going to remove Michael. That is the last element of our dictionary. It is going to remove that. Okay. So let us just try to run this code as well. So as you can see, Michael is removed. Now guys, the next thing that we have to do is learn the various functions that we can use. So the first function that we can use is grade.keys, right? So what does keys do? It basically returns us a list of all the keys present in our dictionary, right? Okay, we just try to run it. See, as you can see, grade dict.keys, this is the list of the keys, right? And to check its type, we can also check its type, right? What is the type of it? See, it is dict.keys, which is basically a list, as you can uh, use various functions on it, right? And next thing, if we want only the values, we can use val. Okay, right. So let us just also see the values. See, we get all the values. Now if we just want to calculate the average of what was the marks, right, average of the marks of the students, so we can use sum of grade dot values and divide it by the length of grade. So this was the function that I told you in list, right? So it can also be used with the grades, that is dictionary. See, so our average marks is 44. Now next thing that we can also learn is grade dot items, right? Okay, so we get each item in it, right? We get a list which has each item, and see, each item is actually made as a tuple because we cannot change it now, right? Okay, so next thing that we are going to learn is what is the get function. So grade dot get the value of, suppose, Drake. This is also how we can get a specified value, right? And also we can set a default value. For example, if we don't have a key present, right, so if we just try to print it now, none, so we get the value as none. Okay, so why do we use this? We use this because if we do the previous method that I have told you, which is like this, ABC, right, so it is going to actually give us the error. So to overcome this error, we use the get function. So suppose we can now use grade, or how can we insert the element is, first of all, give us the key, enter key, right, and value. So since it's integer in our case, we can use it as the integer, right? So enter value, and then what we can do is, so we can use over here is grade key and grade dot get key and the value, right? Okay, so let us just try to run this code. So let the name be anything ABC, right, and the marks be 11. So let us just try to print the grade now. See, it is added at the last. So the last thing that we need to learn is, if we want to delete all the elements present, so we can use the clear function and the grade becomes empty now, right? And if we just want to delete this grade as well, so we can use the del keyword. Now if you just try to print the grade, it will give us the name error, that is, it is not present. So this is all for the today's video, guys. Thanks for watching it, and do share it with your friends, and in the next video we are going to learn that what are functions in Python. So till the time, stay safe. Bye.